like that, shit like that, shit like that. Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
Yeah. What's going on, good people, my favorite people? We're back at it again, back on Twitch. Had some internet issues and everything like that, but Xfinity Dale was hooking the brother up. Made sure I got ready for you. I had to rush a little bit, but everything is all good to go. I'm still alive. I'm feeling a little better too, so that's always a good thing. But welcome back to the Twitch channel. Let's go ahead and get these games rolling. You already know how we do. Make sure you like and subscribe. Do what you need to do to get on the field. Show some love to all of our various affiliates. We'll talk about them in the third quarter when we do the giveaway. What's going on, John Smith? What's going on, TJ Blackman? I see my big homie, Tyler Deathridge. He says he's up in the mix. What's going on, big homie? Krim, I already know his crazy self is in here. Bobby Boucher repping Charlotte up in here. I see Eagles Fly Day. I have my big homie 0123 Chaos up in here. What's happening? Hope everyone is doing well today on this Saturday. And we got ourselves a great game here today. Both of these teams, they haven't found a way to lose yet, but you already know how we do. There are no ties here in the USFA. And Toronto and Charlotte will be the two teams that meet up here tonight. Toronto got some new players. Charlotte, they're still the strongest ever, having the season 9 MVP. Hank Falco, along with all of those great weapons there. Bobby Boucher, Montezuma Popico, Vic Dotson's there. Doc Boone is there. A fun offense to watch every single weekend. Toronto, they feeling themselves a little bit. They said they got the top defense. They've been grinding every single week, so they're looking to put a statement game here tonight on the road. We will be in Charlotte, North Carolina. And outside of that, we could go ahead and get this thing rolling. Y'all been waiting long enough. Let's go ahead and hit that play a game button. And let's go ahead and get this thing popping. Best of luck once again to both teams. Kickoff is underway. Let's do this. Hope everyone's doing well. But we got a game to play tonight. It looks like Toronto will be the team to start us off on offense, led by rookie quarterback Jax James. He says he's ready to go as they're going to fake the handoff here. Protection solid here for James. Going to take off to run and throw this one away immediately, as that's going to make it 2nd and 10. A little bit of issues for the trades within the file, so Shabazz Holmes-Harris and Todd Ziegler will not be on the field for Charlotte tonight, but Rose O'Neal and Parker Howell will. So that's how it goes. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. As they're going to throw it short there to the tight end, and he's going to pick the first down up. His big homie Dustin Rooks, and that's going to make it 1st and 10 coming. On the run, probably one of the better quarterbacks that throws on the run is Jax James. Only in his 4th game. He's shown it in college. He's showing it in the pros. Proud of his progression so far. He's going to be one of the top quarterbacks in due time, as he's going to see a pass and it's going to be a sack. And there goes Tyler Spatkins in the backfield already. That'll push him back. 2nd and 18 coming up. First sack of the evening goes to Charlotte. And it looked like he was getting ready to launch that thing, but not to be. Tyler Deathrich in the chat said that he taught Jax James well. Both quarterbacks currently undefeated, looking for a man. Going to take off to run. No, he is not. Sets in the pocket and throws a dime there to the right side. That's going to be Cam Jones with catch number 1 on the game, but it's going to set up 3rd and 4. Me personally, I think that's worth the Sonic ring right there. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that on there. That was actually a pretty nice pass, but they need to convert here. Toronto trying to get past the mark, and they had to go backwards thanks to the false start. That's going to make it 3rd and 9 coming up. Let me go ahead and change a couple things here. Make sure that y'all are good to go. Let me know how I'm sounding. Let me know how the game is sounding, how it's looking, all the good stuff. But we're going to see if Toronto could pick this first down up. Charlotte's waiting to get on the field, looking for a man. Going to throw this left side and is going to continue to drive. There goes Phoenix Jones, and he's going to get inside Charlotte territory with that play. First and 10, the number 1 to number 2 connection gets it done here on third down. Gonna go with the fake of the handoff. No run plays yet. Gonna go left side and a dot. Gonna low inside the 25 down to the 20. Giovanni Valentine had himself a pick 6 last week. And he's gonna bring down the halfback Braxton McFadden. That's gonna make it first and 10 coming up. A nice drive here for Toronto on their first time out. But can they punch it in? That's the question. You can move the ball down the field willy-nilly, but if you're constantly getting field goals, that's not a good thing. They're going to go ahead and try the run play for the first time, and Tyler Spatkins is going to slow him down for a gain of nothing. Second and 10 coming. A quick look there of big homie Aaron Jacobson, a.k.a. the Greek God, trying to have a renaissance here. He didn't do all that great last season, and he's stepping it up a lot more this time around. As we're going to see the handoff, he bounces it to the outside. He has a little bit of a lane, tries a spin move, and a great tackle there by Jamal Adams Jr. to make it third and medium here. Toronto working that clock a little bit. Let me know how you're feeling, what's going on, how y'all doing. Shotgun set. They do have a man in the slot pretty open. They're not going to go his way. Going to step up and going to be a flag on the play as he's going to push for the touchdown, but I don't think it's going to count. Yes, it will. It's going to be a that's tough right there. A roughing the passer is going to shut that penalty down, and that's going to put Toronto on the board. And Charlotte's defense, they broke a little bit there. Bryce Zerns got called with the penalty, and that's going to make it 7-0 here for Toronto. Charlotte coming on to the field. Let's see how it works out in their favor. What a great job there from Jax James. He stood in that pocket, waited for the perfect time to get that pass off. Bryce Zerns with the penalty, it really didn't matter. But we'll see Hank Falco, Vic Dotson, and Doc Boone come onto the field soon. Let's see how it turns out for the runner-ups last season and the season before that. What's going on, Ryan? You already know, every single stream he up in there. He says he's trying to bring all the giveaways over to Huntington Beach if he could do it. As it's going to be returned here. Going to take it past the 30. There is a flag. And there's going to be a holding penalty on Vic Dotson. A rare penalty there, but that's going to set him back a little bit. Charlotte's coming onto the field for the first time. Chaos up in the chat saying now runner-ups in the division. Did he speak a little too soon? We'll have to see as we set up first and 10 at the 13-yard line. They're going to fake the handoff, and he's going to launch this right side to a very familiar face, and he got it punched out at the last second. Vic Dotson could not quite hang on to that one. Great defense from number 5. I couldn't quite tell the number. Going to be second and 10. Vic Dotson coming off of a 2-touchdown game here. He's trying to turn up a little bit. Left side is going to be caught there by MJ Witten to get some of those yards back from the penalty. 3rd and 6 coming up. Charlotte looking to convert. Charlotte with a little bit of a slow start, but a first down can get them back in motion. What's going to happen here? Going to send a man in motion, and they're going to try to reverse on this play, and he got close on that second push, and that's actually going to make it 4th and 1, and that's going to make a punt situation come up here. Coach Cheetah said Dotson been hanging out with Ryan Davis too much. The difference is it actually got punched out from Dotson. Ryan Davis was dropping open passes, so I don't know what you're talking about there. As we see the punt sent over to around the 25-yard line, as Toronto could ask for a better start, and that's going to make it 1st and 10 coming up. Not particularly a fan of that play. It almost worked out in their favor. Bobby Boucher was almost able to make something out of nothing, but I probably would have liked another pass there. That probably would have been a better decision. But here comes Toronto on the field. They're going to start with the run game this time around, and he's going to run straight into Gabriella Smith, and he'll pick up a gain of 3. Going with the empty set here. Going to pass it. Looking for a man. Protection solid. Passes better. And he's going to make a juke move and take the first down with ease. As Jack James is currently 6 for 7. 96 yards on the day. Braxton McFadden over 30 yards receiving. It's going to be first down coming. Going to pass it here, looking left side and caught again, and he's going to pick up the first down. Is Phoenix Jones. 2 straight passes, 2 straight firsts. This Toronto team is currently hot, and it's going to make it 1st and 10 again. John Smith there with the tackle. Oh God, calamity in the chat as we see a fake of the handoff, and he's going to throw this, and it's going to be picked off. It's going to be Charlotte taking it. Will they have 2 weeks of pick sixes? I think they will. Strong safety Kenneth Bombard, and we'll have ourselves a tie ball game soon, folks. And the first INT of the season, therefore the rookie. Did I just jinx the quarterback? I said it in the chat earlier. I think I jinxed him. I'm sorry. Kick is up. Kick is good. And unfortunate there. I apologize. I apologize. I mean, it was pretty good. He was the only quarterback in 3 weeks to not throw INT. That doesn't normally happen, okay? I had to say something. I didn't think he was actually going to do it. But you got to give credit to that Charlotte defense stepping up where the offense didn't. And now they're going to give it back to Toronto. So the defense gave up a touchdown and took a touchdown right back. But we got ourselves a game here, folks. Don't go anywhere. Make sure that you join the league. You already know how we do. The USFA is the premier professional football simulation football league, and that's how we do it. That's how it's going to stand as long as I still got breath in me. So shout out to everybody in the chat. How many people we got up in here? We got 18. Can a brother get to 20 so I can hit that Don DeMarco? Get your people up in here. Let's make it a party tonight.
This is a certified hood classic.
As it looks like Toronto is back on offense. Jack James going to send a man in motion here. And he's going to go ahead and fake the handoff. Protection's breaking down, and Jack James going to take off to run. And he's going to run straight into Arn Jacobson, who is going to wrangle him down after he picks up 3. Leon, what's happening? Kicker slash punter for Charlotte. Getting the first points there. That is going to be almost caught off of the tip. But They hit the receiver as the ball was coming his way. Dusty Rooks couldn't hang on. It's going to be 3rd and 7 now. Now Charlotte's starting to pick it up. Third and 7 here. Gonna go ahead and pass it. Deep drop back here for James. Last side and caught, and he's going nowhere as Lakota Senta Wakua makes the tackle on Dusty Rooks. 4th and medium coming. Here comes the Charlotte defense coming into play. We'll see the offense coming soon. Yeah, he almost caught that pass. It was pretty close, but as soon as the ball got to his hands, that defensive player, Johnny on the spot to punch it right back out. As we see the punt here from David Washington, one of our mainstays at kicker/punter, is going to be returned here and dragged down past the 30. Montezuma Poco doing his thing. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming. Charlotte coming back onto the field. I think this is where the run game could start helping them move the football a little bit. But they're going to stick with the pass, looking right side and caught. There goes Montezuma, who's going to get close to the 40, make that the 39. That's going to be a gain of 7 for the 1st round draft pick. He's looking to get into that top echelon of wide receivers. This is a good start going up against a great defense. A defense that holds one of the leaders in interceptions, aka Lawrence Sands. As we're going to see a fake of the handoff here. They got blockers, and they're going to launch his left side, and that was almost picked off by number 5 right there. I think that was big homie. D'Angelo right there. He couldn't quite hang on to it. Poco. I gotta say it like that. Poco. Oh, that Kilo Mac. Okay, that was Kilo Mac right there. Couldn't do it. Middle of the field. That was almost picked off trying to fit that to Poco. Then that's going to be 4th and 3. The passing attack here for Charlotte. They're starting to struggle a little bit, but they'll give it back to Toronto. I don't know, Popico just flows better, but I'll say it how you want to say it because that's your name, not mine. As we see the pin here inside the 6, right at the 6. Great job there from Mr. Jake Parkey with the punt. And now Toronto is going to have to start pretty deep in their own territory. 1st quarter winding down. Definitely a great punt for sure. Now Jax James is going to have to start in his own end zone or near it. Almost got a man offsides, not to be. Jax James looking middle of the field and wide open, and that's going to give him a lot of breathing room there. And there goes Phoenix Jones with another catch. It's 1st and 10. 4 catches for 68 yards there for Jones. Two minutes left in the first. Starting from their own 6-yard line, they're moving forward. Going to go ahead and hand this one off, and he's going to get a little bit of a crease to get past the 30. 2nd and 6 coming up. Austin Wilson coming into this game, the top dog at halfback. The number 2 halfback is his opponent on the other side, Doc Boone. Both halfbacks, not too many touches up to this point. We'll see if that changes as the game goes along. As they set up in a pistol, they're going to fake the handoff. The blitz not getting home, and he's going to go and try to launch it. And there goes Silas Spatkins, doubling up another sack. 3rd and 13. And he was about to launch that one, but he couldn't quite get it off. Pass rushing ability there for the linebacker. You never know when you need it. Jax James sacked 2 times, throwing an interception, looking for a man again, taking out to run off the back foot, and it's going to get shut down. A tackle by the Love Doctor. And Charlotte's defense is stepping up here, giving their offense plenty of chances to get into this. But right now, outside of that first drive, Charlotte's been on point. as we go ahead and set up for quarter number 2 to get here. Throw your 2s up. Let's get into it. 19 people up in here. Someone bring one of y'all players from your league team, and let's see if we can hit that mark so I can hit that Don DeMarco. If you love the USFA, say yeah. Let's go ahead and get into it. Charlotte coming onto the field. Did anybody see the elimination chamber? I missed it because I was working, so it is what it is. 1st and 10 coming up. They're going to try the ground game this time around, and it's going to be a fairly successful one there for Doc Boone. His first carry goes for 5. That could be a good start to help to get their offense moving, but looks like they're going back to the passing attack. 2nd and 5 here, looking for a man. He's going to take off and throw it to the left side and caught. And there goes MJ Witten, getting Charlotte inside Toronto territory. 2nd catch for 24 yards. On the run is Falco. He's making the play. What in the hell is elimination chamber? It's WWE stuff, Ryan. And that's going to be offsides penalty. They'll take the carry, and I'm sure they'll just take the penalty because that's automatically 5. The accepting of the penalty does make it closer, so AEW for life. I like AEW as well, but WWE's been kind of stepping it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at it. They're going to keep it on the ground here, looking for a lane, and Doc Boone will pick up the first, a gain of 7 on that play. Charlotte on the move inside Toronto territory. They're trying to get some points. Who's going to win this ball game? Y'all let me know in the chat. I love that guy. And I see 21 up in here, so I'll hit it in a little bit as Doc Boone's going to pick up yet another 4 or so. Nice job there, but shout out to everybody in the chat. 21 up in here.
Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
Keep it moving. I was doing my work for you. I'm trying my best to make sure y'all got everything good to go. Left side and caught. There goes Witten for his 3rd catch. And it's going to be another 1st down here for Charlotte. I'm telling you, it's not me. It's Madden at this point. Like, I do everything by the book. I make sure that what y'all put in is what y'all get to the best of my abilities. But Madden does be tripping sometime as we see the handoff, and Doc Boone's going to get shut down. He isn't going anywhere. Looks like he's just going backwards. It's going to be 2nd and 11. I did clear some cash as well, so maybe that affected some things. I don't know, but who knows? That was Andre Krim there on the tackle right on that edge. You could tell that's him with those black arm sleeves and the black visor, so make sure you watch out for him when he's fighting. Know what I'm saying? Throwing it to Vic Dotson, who's going to do a nasty juke move to pick up the 1st. Charlotte's offense is waking up a little bit. That's his 1st catch of the game. 1st and 10 coming. We gotta look at that replay. He put Kilo Mac in a spin cycle, and this is normally where Vic eats, right in this area. They're going to go ahead and look for the pass here. They're going to go left side and caught. That's going to get him close to the 5, maybe the 6-yard line. Hank Falco wheeling and dealing. It's 2nd and 3 coming. And don't fret about the ticker as well. That's going to be coming within the next week or so. I'm making a new one. I just got to get a little extra time so I could do it. They're going to throw it to Vic, who's not going to pick up the 1st, but he will get another catch here. It's going to be 3rd and 1 coming. See right there, you need 2 or 3 guys to take down 87. Perfect time to utilize number 1. That's what I would say. And they are going to hand it off. Going to stretch this, and there's a flag, and that is on Kilo Mack. And I think he just semi-sold on that one. That's going to make it 1st and goal coming up. Got to tackle him around the waist in those situations. Unfortunate. You hate to see those, but that's going to put Charlotte in a bunch formation. They do have a wide receiver outside. Plenty of plays they could do here. They're going to look for a man. Takes off, and he's going to throw this one away. As that's going to be 2nd and goal. I think if he passed it like as soon as Vic broke, I think that could have been a touchdown, most definitely. But they got another setup here. 2nd and goal coming. Stop your whining. That's what the dude on the field said. I love when they say that stuff. Stop your whining. There's going to be a pass here. Looking, going to throw it left side, and that's going to be incomplete. He was hit as he threw in there. That's going to be 3rd and goal. Charlotte's pushing the ante here. They want to see if they can get the passing touchdown, but they got number 1 back there. I'd try them again. See if they could punch it in. Utilize the strengths going north and south. That could be the best notion here. But they're going to go ahead and send big homie in motion, handoff up the middle. And this time, it's going to be a real good tackle behind the line of scrimmage. That's a familiar face there for Toronto. Yogi Barr there in the backfield. That's going to be a stop on 3rd down. Should see a field goal. Nope. Charlotte is not playing games. They said they want the touchdown. And they're going to pass out of it, looking for Vic, and that is going to be a score. Beating the young buck, Vic Dotson with touchdown number 4 on the season, pointing out to the women in the stands, and that's going to put Charlotte on top. Aggressiveness gets the job done for sure, as that's going to make it 14-7. And Toronto will have their first deficit. Every touchdown that Vic Dotson has received, it's come from that quarterback, number 10, Hank Falco. It's a duo akin to maybe a Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce, Tom Brady to Robert Gronkowski, if you want to find a similar type of format there. But they've been together since the beginning, and it's a duo that every team has to watch out every single week for. Toronto learned the hard way on that one, but still plenty of game as always, as we see Jake Parkey send this one away. Should go to the end zone. And it is, but it is going to be returned. Here comes Cam Jones looking for blocks, getting close to the 25, and I think that's where they'll mark him. And it's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Toronto can easily tie this ball game up. We're not anywhere near through with this ball game here. Charlotte weathered the storm, got their first offensive touchdown. Toronto already has one on the board, but they're trying to do it again. Faking the handoff here, looking for a man, going left side. Going to be almost picked off again. But Kenny Bombard, actually, no, that wasn't Kenny Bombard. That was, I think, Chris Sheen. I couldn't quite tell. But a great job on defense there. 2nd and 10. Because if that boy caught that interception, he might have been able to turn up and get some more yards after the catch. So 2nd and 10 coming up. Looking for the pass. Going to send the blitz. It doesn't get home, and that was a miscommunication right there. I think the receiver went a little bit too inside. And that's going to make it 3rd and 10. Charlotte with the chance for a quick stop and potentially get their offense right back onto the field. Gonna look for a man here, looking, steps back in the pocket and finds a dot. There goes Phoenix inside the 45. And look at James maneuver the pocket. What a pass there from this rookie. He's only in game number 4. He's looking like a vet. That was immaculate. Looked like he was about to run straight into that defensive player, but he found his man right in the nick of time as they're going to go ahead and delay hand this one off. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield there, I believe. He's going to lose 2. That was Bryce Zerns there taking down number 22. Honestly, Charlotte had good defense on that play. They just couldn't quite get to the quarterback. That was the only thing that slowed him down. Looking for a man again. Going to go right side and caught. Left the halfback open. And he's going to pick up like 9.5 there. They're going to mark it as 3rd and 1. $18 people up in here. Charlotte looking to get off of the field. They're in field goal range technically. But they're going to do a drop back. They're going to send a blitz. But this time it's going to be Tyler Spatkins. He's going to pick up number 3. Get the big homie a hat trick. That's going to push him out of field goal range too. A big defensive stand there after the big play they gave up. And Tyler Spatkins is going ridiculous right now. As it looks like Toronto will set up for the punt here. Won't see a fake this time around. We had one in the last game. Well, yesterday. We had one yesterday. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here. Charlotte back onto the field. And I couldn't quite tell. Can someone remind me if that was a pin or that went into the end zone? I couldn't quite tell. I wasn't really looking. Looks like it was since they're standing in the end zone. So great job there from David Washington. And they're going to try Doc Boone here. And there's not too much room there. 7 carries, 16 yards there from the vet. The season 9 halfback of the year. He's trying to step his game up this season. Second and 7. I'm conflicted. My wide receiver plays for technically wide receiver plays for Charlotte, and I'm also DC there, and I'm a safety for the Wraiths. Yeah, you got your team a little confused there, but I get you. Second and 7 here, 2-minute warning. Gonna look for a man stepping up. He's gonna get sacked in this end zone. He ran backwards, and that's gonna be Andre Krim. He's got his second safety of the season in 3 weeks, and that's gonna put Toronto on the board. That is a tough play there for Charlotte. So Charlotte got a pick 6. Toronto got a safety. And Toronto's getting the football back. The pressure getting the Falco there a little bit too early. Tried to see if he could force the ball down the field and ran out of time. And now we got to see Jake Parkey on the safety punt. And he's got a leg still. He still sent that over to the 15-yard line. So honestly can't do any better than that. As Toronto will start around the 30. Toronto still down points here. So the job isn't done just because you got a safety. You got to get the offense rolling here. Sure, Charlotte could very well get another stop. But can the offense get the job done? Looking to pass it here. Right side and caught. There goes Braxton McFadden rolling over the defender, and he'll pick the first down up with that play. Great job once again from Andre Krim, who's currently on pace for his best season of his career. Looking right side, going to be caught going out of bounds. I think that's Cam Jones right there with that play. 2nd and 3 coming. Bobby Boucher trying to make the play. Second and 3, middle of the field's wide open. He's turning up. There goes McFadden. Trying to stand up, but not to be. That'll get him around the same spot before they lost their field goal position on the last drive. That's going to make it 1st and 10 coming up here. And they caught him in the zone on that play. Passing it here, looking for a man. Protection's breaking down on the run, and he had his man, but the pass was off the mark, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Can Charlotte get a stop? Gonna look right side, is gonna be caught. They're gonna shut off one man, and he's gonna pick up some more yards here. A little shy of the first, but great job on the improvisation to make that happen, and they'll call their first time out here. 36 seconds. Charlotte hoping to get off of the field here. I believe Charlotte will get the football going into the 3rd. Someone remind me who started with the football. I believe Toronto started, if I can remember, because they had that great drive. Yeah. So Charlotte could just hold them to 3, try to take it into the half. You never know. They're going to send Wilson in motion. Going to look middle of the field and caught inside down to the 10, and they'll call their 2nd timeout. Toronto's driving here. Still got one more timeout with 32 seconds left. 6 catches, 111 yards there for Phoenix Jones. A great game there for sure. Going to help them get up those rankings for the wide receiver group. Phoenix Jones looks like an early candidate for a Pro Bowl up to this point, so can't be mad at the progress. Looking for a man left side and caught. And there goes the halfback trying to push forward again, as Toronto's going to move to the 20. Move it with 20 seconds left in the 2nd. And they're going to go ahead and call their final timeout here. Toronto has a chance or two to potentially pass this one in. 16 seconds, plenty of time. What's going on, Kickler? How you doing? Yeah, you missed that safety, though. That was unfortunate. They're going to keep their offense on the field here. They could take the lead with a great play. But they're looking for the sack as the other team. He's going to throw this one away. A smart decision there from Jack James, because that was looking very crazy. But going to be 3rd and 1 here. They could potentially do another play. See if they could try to punch it in. Nope. Toronto's going to go ahead and concede it. They're going to go ahead and just make it a 2-point ball game. Kick is up and good. And it looks like Charlotte will remain in the lead going into the 2nd half. And the defense did its job. Toronto, they wanted to make sure they could make it as close as possible. They know that every point is going to count. Honestly, don't blame them for the decision. In a game like this, I'd rather take 3 as opposed to potentially nothing. So I can see why, especially how that last play went out before the field goal. Like, what if that was to happen again and Charlotte gets home? It'll be 14-9. So, got to look at it like that. Charlotte defense spooked them a little bit, as we're going to see the kickoff here. Gonna be 7 seconds left. Gonna push forward, and he's gonna get past the 30 as Montezuma Popoco. And that's gonna make it 1st and 10. 5 seconds left, expecting a kneel down, and we'll take this into the half. Nope, Charlotte's offense is here. And they're gonna go ahead and pass from it. Gonna look for the Hail Mary, launching this one in the middle of the field. Going to be incomplete. And that's going to be the end of half numero uno as we go ahead and flip over. Charlotte with the football. And we're back underway, folks. Don't go anywhere. The games keep on rolling. It's going to be a return here once again from Popoko. He's going to make it 1st and 10 coming up. Going to stretch this one to the right side. There goes Doc Boone, and he's going to hit a nasty juke move. And he's going to flip to the 40-yard line, trying to get DB1 involved in this offense, and he made something out of nothing. You see how he split the defense? That was pretty ridiculous. That looked like maybe a gain of 2 or 3, but he turned it into 9. As it looks like it's going to be 2nd and 1 here. They're going to go ahead and fake the handoff, looking for a man. Hank Falco's just going to throw this one away. Nothing doing there. The Toronto defense giving them fits. Only 60 yards so far in this passing attack. But they have the lead, so I guess they can't be too mad. But the game's got to keep on rolling here. It looks like they're going to pass it here, looking for a man. Taking off to run, throwing it to Vic, and he's going to hang on, and he's going to make the 1st down play. Getting close to midfield, and Vic Dotson, he's going to make do. When all else fails, throw it to 87. Dexter Hall, one of his better friends, making the tackle. Getting crunched in between 2 defensive players, but he's still alive. He's going to keep it moving. Looking to throw it to Vic, and that is not going to work out like he hoped it would. 2nd and 10 coming. Going to pass it here, looking for a man, launching it short to Vic. Launching it short to Doc. He's going to take it to the 45-yard line. And that's going to make it 3rd and 4. 3rd and manageable situations. Playbook still open. Toronto trying to get off of the field on defense. Gonna look for a man. Gonna take off and throw it right side, and that's gonna be over the head of Doc Boone. And the Toronto defense slows them down yet again. Toronto coming back onto the field. Yes, that was Andre Krim there in the backfield making a nuisance of himself. And it looks like Jake Parkey's going to look for another pin. He's sending it to the right side, and this time it is going into the end zone. So no pin. It's going to be 1st and 10. Toronto's first crack on offense here in the 2nd half. That looks like Kenny Bombard and Mitchell Lott are going at it, the battle of the strong safeties. Let's see what Toronto could do here. A field goal could give them the lead. A touchdown definitely could give them the lead. They're trying to get something cooking here. Deep drop back and looking, and going to be incomplete as the big hit from Lakota Sensawakua made sure that Phoenix Jones couldn't hang on. 2nd and 10 coming up. Passing it here, looking left side and caught, juking the wrong way, and he'll take it at least to the 21-yard line there. That's going to make it a gain of 1. And now it's 3rd and 9 here for Toronto. Leon in the chat saying he couldn't pin them on the punt. Like, you can't get them all. It's all good. You're doing great this game. Hey, I didn't make him do that. That's where the attributes come into play. As we're going to see a pass right side and caught, turn it up, looking for the juke. He does juke the right way this time around, but that's going to be a stop, and that's going to make it 4th and 6. The Charlotte defense stands tall. Both defenses making the play. Sending this one away is David Washington, and is going to be returned by Montezuma Popoko, looking for a return and dragging the man close to the 40-yard line, and that's going to make it 1st and 10. Tom saying he's not happy with the lack of running, but if you've seen the game, like, Toronto hasn't had that many close situations where they would potentially run the football. Charlotte's been doing fairly decent with making sure those third downs are pretty long, so I'm sure they'll see what happens there. But look at Doc Boone rumble. He says he only needs one touch to make an impact, and Charlotte's gonna make that lead a little bigger. Sprinkle something on it, make sure it looks good, make sure it tastes good. And look at that score right there, 12-20. Every time I see it, I gotta say something, get me something for my birthday on December 20th, just because you love me. And that's gonna be a 21-12 ball game, and that's a 2-score ball game here. So I'm still working on that spin the wheel thing. So I've just been having it spin like in the background, and I've checked it already. So looks like the prize for tonight will be another 10 TPE. So just to make sure that y'all were aware on that, make sure you're getting the giveaway !USFA if you did not already. And we'll go ahead and do that along with the housekeeping a little bit later, as that is going to be a kneel down there for Mr. Cam Jones. Toronto back on the field is going to be 21-12. Thank you, Mr. B Jack, aka Mr. D'Angelo, doing his thing. Gonna send a man in motion, and they're gonna fake the handoff here. Protection solid, the pass is better, and Dusty Rooks is gonna make the play on that one. Gonna make it 1st and 10 again. What's going on, Mr. Kyle Wu? How you doing? That's the team owner there of the Arizona Rattlers. He'll be playing tomorrow. So make sure you watch out for that, as we see a handoff trying to find a big hole as well, but that's going to be shut down. Going to be a gain of 3. Not a lot of big plays here for Austin Wilson. A game like this could put Doc Boone on top in regards to the halfback situation. You never know, because if the game keeps going like this and Toronto can't find their way back into it, the run game is going to get taken away. We're not going to talk about that. That's going to be a run. He's trying to avoid the sack, and he's going away. That's going to be Gabriella Smith. Her first USFA sack. Running it down. Gabby sacks. The wifey chants in the chat is hilarious. I love it. But happy to have her here as well. 3rd and 21 coming. Right side is going to be caught, but he's falling to the ground, and he'll make it only to around the 31-yard line. And the Charlotte defense is going to get yet another stop. The offense coming back onto the field. And keep in mind, I did say the interception. If without that, Charlotte will only be up, like 5 points. So a pretty big play earlier in the game, as we see the return a short one there for Montezuma, and it's going to be 1st and 10 again. And the Charlotte offense back onto the field here. Gonna pass it here, looking for a man. Off the back foot. It's gonna be caught there by Doc Boone, who scored the last touchdown. It's gonna be 2nd and 11 coming. Gonna pass it here, looking for a man. Gonna try to take off to run and do something, and there goes Krem again, picking up sack number 2, hitting him with the crossover. And that's gonna be a long 3rd down situation here for Charlotte. You gotta watch out for 78. He's making himself a nuisance here tonight. Gonna look for a man here, looking left side. It's gonna be caught, but he couldn't keep the speed under him, and he's gonna be a little shy of the mark. The Toronto defense stands tall again, mostly thanks to that sack. So gotta give credit where credit is due. Andre Krem is doing his thing tonight. If he isn't effectively making the play, he's definitely around the ball carrier more oftentimes than not. And we'll see Jake Parkey with his big leg sending this one to the 20. He just flipped that field with that one, and a great tackle there from Lakota is going to set him up at the 25. So special teams doing their thing once again. First and 10 again. They're going to fake the handoff to Austin Wilson. Going to take off to run. Is he going to use that speed? Yes, he is. Then he's going to break on the outside and just slide down before Jamal Williams comes up to make the pop. That's going to be 1st down coming up here. He took that all the way around the edge to make that happen, and he made the play with his legs. That's what he does. Taking the handoff again, looking for the middle of the field, and wide open Phoenix Jones, who's going to take it to around the 45-yard line. And that's going to make it 1st and 10 coming up. Let's see what happens here. Toronto's on the move, trying to get something cooking. Lakota couldn't make the tackle, but number 31 did. Madre, what's happening, big homie? Going to send a man in motion here. 3 seconds left on the play clock, and they will fake the handoff again. A lot of play action tonight. Left side, and that's punched out. A big hit there from the cornerback. Actually, no, that was the linebacker who made that, but that's going to make it 2nd and 10. I think that was their one of the newer acquisitions there on the play. Couldn't quite hang on to it. The pressure too good. 2nd and 10. The shotgun set. Here comes Jack James. Got some crossers. Going to launch this right side and caught. And there goes Dusty Rooks, who had a chance to get the 1st down, but looks like Kenny Bombard made the right hit to make sure that it at least goes to 3rd down. Looked like he got close. You seen he was getting ready to drag a man, but great pursuit there from the safety. Charlotte looking for the stop. Handoff. Big carry there from Austin Wilson. His biggest of the game. 7 carries, 22 yards. And that's going to make it 1st and 10. They're trying to get something cooking. Great blocking there from the O-line. Inside the 30 here. A field goal for Toronto can help if they can't get the touchdown. But they're going to look for another handoff, and he's going to make one man miss and get another big gain. As Austin Wilson's starting to turn up here in the second half. 2nd and 2 coming up. And they're going to go ahead and let this one leak into the fourth quarter. Throw your fours up, big homies. We got ourselves a game still. And I'll go ahead and do the giveaway in the house cleaning in a little bit as we see another handoff. That's going to be a first down play. And that'll take us into the giveaway and all the good stuff. So shout out to everybody in the chat again. Make sure you show some love to W right there. You got to get that. Make sure you get some in your system. Use that code USFA S10 to get 10% off of each and every order that you choose to have with them. You already know how we do. Keeping it moving as always. And that push and punch is going to be here tomorrow. So going to be drinking that, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to W. Also shout out to the big homies at Paladin. If you need any software help, that'll be the place that you will go to. Make sure that your business is running properly every single time. Now, also shout out to all of our affiliates. We got 3 of them. We got the Gold Standard Basketball doing their thing. The GSB heading into season 3 should be a fun ride as always. Shout out to Goals, Great One Hockey League Sim. If you are in Goals, remind me of what season they're currently in. But if you want to be a Hockey Hall of Famer, that is where you'll do it. And then also shout out to the ECFL, the Elite College Football League. 90% of the players that you see on the field came from that great league. If you want to get your collegiate football fix, that is where you will go. And outside of that, we could go ahead and get into the giveaway here. We got to see who's gonna win that 10 TPE. You know what I'm saying? Should be a fun ride. You already know how we do. Who's gonna win it? Let me know in the chat as I make sure I bring it back up again. Ryan saying that it is going to HBV, and hey, when he called this shot, it's going to the quarterback of Huntington Beach. It's gonna go to big homie Tyler Deathridge, who had himself a great game this past week. So once again, hey, you got to get up in there. You got to make sure you keep on getting your people in there. They're gonna keep it moving there as always. So shout out to them, and we'll go ahead and get back into the gameplay. I gotta archive that so we know how we do, and we'll go ahead and get back into the gameplay in a little bit. Let's go ahead and get back into it. Most definitely. Hey, called the shot. Gonna be a handoff here, looking for a hole, and he's gonna drag him in. Who was Giovanni Valentine? He's gonna drag him inside the 10. That's gonna be a gain of 8. Coming up here for Toronto. Will Toronto keep the ground game moving? Yes, they will, and he's going to pick up the first down. John Smith there on the tackle, but got there a little too late. 4 yards of carry there for Wilson. It's going to be first and goal coming up. He's trying to make sure that run game stays prevalent in this ball game, but they still have a deficit here, 2-score deficit that they got to erase. First and goal coming. Will they keep it on the ground? No, they're going to fake the handoff this time around. Looking left side and caught. It stays in bounds. No, he does not. Brady Roberts is going to have his pinky toe hit that turf, and that's going to be second and goal. Gonna pass this one again, looking for a man left side and caught, trying to push forward, and he's a little short. Stopped him right there. His third and goal coming up. Shout out to the homie Madre getting the big hit of trait. I'll put that in after the game. Shout out to the big homie Huntington Beach, and that's gonna back them up. The right tackle moves, and that's a big penalty there. Third and goal coming up. Big penalty there. Gonna pass it here, looking left side. It's gonna be caught, but he's not gonna be able to keep his feet upright, and he's gonna be stopped shy. The penalty messed it up. 4th and goal here. They could very well go for the touchdown, but I say go for the field goal. Try to get the touchdown next time out. Let your great defense do what it's supposed to do, and then try again. Going to be kick up, and it should be kick good. Yes, it is. As we get a 21-15 ball game. Charlotte coming back onto the field. Let's see what they do with it. Charlotte having himself a decent enough game. They got a pick 6, they got a passing touchdown, they got a rushing touchdown. The defense up to this point playing fairly well. They're playing a complete game. Now they just got to seal it, as it's going to be returned here for Montezuma. He says he wants to make a big play. He'll take it past the 20, so he didn't get to the 25. It's going to be 1st and 10 again. They're going to work on the ground game. Why not? There goes Doc Boone, who's using that strength to pick up like 4. Actually, he picked up 6. Got the bunch up top. Vic Dotson on the right side of the line. They're going to look for the pass. Left side is wide open there for Popoko, and he's going to make the play. He's going to get the 1st down, and the drive continues. Only his 2nd catch, but that's a big one. Pass probably should have been a little earlier so it could turn up the field a little bit, but can't be mad at the results. It's a 1st down. That's going to be Charlotte sending Montezuma in motion, looking for a man here. They're going to throw it to Doc. Going to use his blocks, and he'll pick up like 5. Make that 6. Empty set here for Falco, looking for a man, middle of the field, and caught, and there goes Witten inside the 45-yard line. The offense starting to pick it up here, and they're looking to drain this clock. The passing attack is working. 1st and 10 Charlotte. And they're going to give it to Doc on this play, who's going to push forward inside the 40. 3 yards away from the century mark is Doc Boone. I think he's got a real good chance to make that happen. A gain of 5 on the play. They're going to pass this one, looking for a man. Going to throw it to Vic, who is going to make the catch, and that'll get him inside the 30. This passing attack here for Charlotte is looking pretty nice. They don't have all the yards. They haven't been able to get the big plays, but they've done enough to control the ball, control the clock in their favor. Now it's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Now they're in field goal range. Montezuma in motion, looking for a man again. Are they going screen again? Yes, they are. And there goes Doc, who's going to get all those yards on the screen. It worked out a 2nd time. This time he picks up 7. Let's keep it moving. Let's see what they got. Toronto's on their heels right now defensively. I formation. And they're going to hand it off. Doc Boone's going to find the crease, and he's going to pick up 100 yards tonight. Pointing out another first down taken here for Charlotte. And more clock getting burnt. Now a field goal will put it back to a 2-score ball game. So it's going to be tough. Toronto's going to need a turnover. They're going to send Aaron Jacobson in motion. And it's going to be a passing play, looking for a man, taking off to run, and throws this right side. It is going to be caught by Aaron, but he's going to lose 3. So he'll get a catch for -3 yards as the middle linebacker. Unfortunate. Gotta love the meme linebacker catches. He did pretty good on the catch. Adjusted himself and everything. 2nd and 13. Gonna send him in motion again. Gonna look for a man. Gonna throw this one away. As it looked like they did the same play twice. I think he was looking to try to fit that 187, but give Toronto credit. They did a good job making sure he wasn't open. Going to pass this one here. Looking for a man. Going to throw it to Vic, and he's juking the wrong way. And he'll probably get around 5 yards on the catch. It'll add on to the stats for sure, but definitely missed his chance to potentially turn up. So that's going to make it 4th down. Charlotte, we're going to bring on Jake Parkey to make it a 2-score ball game again. Trying to add on to his great catching statistics. Vic Dotson coming into this game, leading the league in catches. And Jake Parkey is going to do what Jake Parkey does. It's back to a 9-point ball game. And Toronto is going to have to work if they want to come back. Sending this one away here. That is a kneel down. And Charlotte is back on defense. Toronto needs to get something cooking here. Overall, a valiant effort up to this point here for Toronto, but I think the experience played a factor in this one. Charlotte with a lot of bodies there that's been here before. I think Toronto came in a little overwhelmed, just a little bit. But they're right there. As we've seen earlier in this game, they were able to make plays as they're going to throw it short to the tight end, Dusty Rooks. And he will make another catch as Jack James is over 300 passing yards today. Definitely not game manager type of stats, if I must say. Jack James looking for something here. Gonna take off, run a little bit, gonna throw it short, and Tyler Spatkins punches it out. He says he could do pass coverage as well. He could do it all. He says no way, and that's gonna make it 3rd and 2. Gonna look for a man here. Gonna take off to run chase down and gonna get sacked. And there goes Gabby Buckets. Sack number 2. And that's gonna make it 4th and 8 coming up here. That is a big play on defense. And that'll make it to the 2-minute warning there. Jack James trying to get away, but Gabriella Smith, fresh off the sub, She said she wanted to make some impacts here today. 4th and 8 coming up. Okay, so looks like Charlotte gets the turnover on downs. I have to step away for just a second, so I'll let the game rumble really fast. Give me 1 second. Okay, so there you go. So it looks like Charlotte did pick up the first while I was away. And that'll essentially seal the ball game in favor of Charlotte. They're going to give it to Doc to see if he could do something crazy here, as it's going to make it 3rd and 10. Essentially one more kneel down to make this happen. And that'll be GG's there. One more kneel down, and congratulations to the Charlotte Royals. You will join the Huntington Beach Voyagers as the sole undefeated teams here in the United Sim Football Association Season 10 slate. And I believe, and they will meet up again, so they'll eventually be one, assuming they both stay undefeated before they eventually meet up. So GG's indeed. Toronto, they played well. Just a few minor mistakes that kept them away from victory, but a game like this, it shows a lot of fight, and it shows that they got a chance to make something happen this season, as they held their own all the way through. But Charlotte's going to take the victory tonight. Final score 24-15, and we'll get into the stats real quick. Thank you so much once again for everybody stopping by as we go ahead and check out the stats really quick. 3 for 10 there on 3rd down there for Charlotte, 5 for 12 for Toronto. Possession time, Toronto had the ball for most of the game, or at least in comparison to the other team. 26.5 minutes to 21.5 there from Charlotte. Going into the passing stats, Jax James leading the way, 28 for 39, 300 yards passing on the dot, 1 touchdown, 1 interception there for the big homie. Hank Falco, 19 for 29, 128 yards, 1 TD. Not a lot of yards there. Great defense played by Toronto. And you see right there, 32 yards, the longest pass of the game there. So both defenses on the secondary side of things wasn't allowing too many big plays. As we switch over to the running side of things, Doc Boone, 16 carries, 119 yards and a touchdown. Austin Wilson on the other side averaged 4 yards a carry on 11 attempts. Jack James 2 for 20. Hank Falco 2 for -2. Bobby Boucher, the wide receiver, gets 1 for 5. And the longest carry of the day goes to Doc Boone. He had a 61-yarder for a touchdown. As I said, need to do a raid to get more channel points. Need that 10K. Most definitely. I don't know if anyone's on though that we could raid, so we'll try it another time. We'll see if we can catch somebody. Vic Dotson is going to lead the way in catches along with MJ Witten. Vic Dotson 6 for 36 and a touchdown. MJ Witten 6 for 65 on the day. Doc Boone 4 for 18. Montezuma Popico, there you go, with 2 for 12. And Arn Jacobson, the linebacker, he said he wanted to get his receiving stats up. He had 1 catch for -3. Vic Dotson, only 1 drop there on the game, and it was on a punch out, but they called it a drop for whatever reason. It was a great defensive play. But that is going to be it right there. Let me go ahead and make sure I got the longest catch there of 20 yards there for Witten. So make sure you mark that. On the other side, Phoenix Jones and Dusty Rooks and Austin Wilson each has 7 catches apiece. Dusty Rooks 7 for 51. Phoenix Jones 7 for 124 yards and a touchdown. Austin Wilson 7 for 40. Braxton McFadden 4 for 63. Cam Jones 2 for 21. Freddie Roberts 1 for 1. And Lasker Wheels there in his, I believe, second game. He's going to get a drop pass, so I'm sure that's going to change as he keeps on upgrading. And you see right there, Phoenix Jones with 2 drops on the day. Lasker Wills with 1 drop, and Austin Wilson with the drop. The longest catch goes to Phoenix Jones with a 32-yarder. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to move to the defense here. Yogi Bar doing what Yogi Bar does, another 10-piece plus tackle performance, doing his thing there. Dexter Hall, his running mate, he's going to pick up 8. Kilo Mack doing his thing with 6 tackles. Mitchell Lott there with 6. The Grim Reaper with 4 tackles. We'll talk about him in a little bit. Lawrence Sands with 4. Phoenix Jones Jr. there with 4. D'Angelo Jackson there in his first game. He's going to pull up with 3 tackles. Lee Flowers there with 2. Zach Elliott with 2. Brendan Barbo with 2 in his first game. So he doing his thing. I see you, big homie. Thor Brown with 2. Tomlin Juicer there, only 1 tackle on the day. And Kevin Uribe there with 1 tackle. Lasker Wills gets a tackle from the tight end spot. Tackles for loss. Let me see if I can scroll down real quick. Yogi Bard there with 2 tackles for loss. Kilo Mack and Mitchell Lott there with the tackle for loss, along with the Grim Reaper. Grim Reaper only player with sacks here with 2. Great job there from him. We'll talk about him again. No INTs here. Yogi Barth doing his thing with 2 pass deflections, along with Kilo Mack. He got 2. Kevin Uribe getting a pass deflection as well. No forced fumbles, but there is a safety. Make sure you mark that. The Grim Reaper doing his thing. No touchdowns here for Toronto. On the other side, we have Giovanni Valentine and Tyler Spatkins leading the way with 8 tackles apiece. Lakota Senawakua there with 7. Jamal Adams with 7. Rose O'Neal in his first game in Charlotte. He's going to pick up 6. Gabriella Smith picks up 6. Kenny Bombard picks up 6. Bryce Zerns there with 3. Shane Knox doing his thing with 3 in his final game in Charlotte. Let's see, Arn Jacobson doing his thing with 2. John Smith with 2. Tyree Wells there with 1 in his final game in Charlotte before he eventually retires. Chris Cook there with 1. And Ja'Cory Dash, the halfback, picks up 1. Bryce Zerns and Tyler Spatkins each pick up a tackle for loss. And Tyler Spatkins coming up with a 3-piece in sacks, so that's going to help him out greatly in the sack race. Gabriella Smith, she says she's trying to get in that race too. She's going to pick up 2 sacks, her career high in a game. Kenny Bombard, the man of the hour that essentially got the points started there for Charlotte in regards to the points. And that's going to be a return for 59 yards, and I'm pretty sure that's the longest of the season. Therefore, a touchdown for him. So great job there from Kenny. Tyler Spatkins with 2 pass deflections. Bot player John Smith, Lakota, and Giovanni, the Love Doctor, picks up 1 pass deflection. No forced fumbles or anything like that, but there is a touchdown here, so make sure you get that for Kenny Bombard doing his thing. Kicking wise, looks like David Washington and Jake Parkey were perfect on the day, so great kicking. David Washington is going to bring in 7 points. Jake Parkey is going to bring in 4. So if you want to look at it from a points perspective, David Washington won that battle, but Jake Parkey didn't have a lot of field goal attempts, so it is what it is. Punting wise, Jake Parkey definitely won that battle there on the average 51 to 46.5. So I'd say it's pretty split between the two. Great kicking play there from the big homies. Return wise, Popico 3 for 88, averaging almost 30. So great job from him. Cam Jones 1 for 25. Phoenix Jones Jr. was 1 for 17. I believe he had that on the safety punt. Punt return wise, Popico 4 for 37. Cam Jones 2 for 10. And that's all the stats there. As we go into the summary, as we see Phoenix Jones Jr. starting out the game with a 16-yard reception for a touchdown that got Toronto on top. Then Charlotte came through with the tie with the pick 6 by Kenny Bombard, 59 yards. Vic Dotson got his touchdown of the day in the second quarter, 2-yard played there. Then Crim Reaper with the safety, and then they ended up picking up a field goal on top of that to close out the first half. Then it was essentially all Charlotte from there in regards to the points, except for a little bit, a 10-3 matchup in the second half. Doc Boone broke free for 61 yards, his longest of the season. Great job from him. And then David Washington and Jake Parkey each traded a field goal in the fourth, but not to be for Toronto. So that'll wrap us up here tonight with these ball games. Don't go anywhere though. We still got 2 more games this week, so make sure you watch out for that. It's going to be the big home is St. Louis. They're trying to get their first win of the season, but Arizona, they're trying to keep pace in the Western Conference. They're trying to stay in that number 2 spot, and that'll definitely help them out if they could get a big victory here at home. So shout out to both of these teams. They will start us out on Twitch. It'll be around like 1 o'clock, could be a little bit earlier. I'll see how y'all feel and when I wake up and if I'm not doing stuff. And then right after that, we're going to have the final game of the week. It's going to be Tampa Bay at New York. So Tampa Bay, they're trying to get back into the mix in regards to the race for the Eastern Conference. They were projected to at least be number 1 or number 2, but they're currently on the outside looking in for the playoff picture. And then you got New York, who's trying to bounce back. They're trying to get their first win of the season. So shout out to the big homies there in New York. They're going to be looking to make something happen, but we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you so much for everybody for stopping by and tuning in, but I got to get going. We'll go ahead and get the games rolling tomorrow afternoon. We'll talk to you later. And you're welcome. You have a good night as well.